You're tuned in to Super Talk 1270 and Free for All Friday. Compelling local talk at 11 o'clock. Free for All Friday features groups and organizations that are plugged into progress here in Central North Dakota. Our rotating panel includes members of the Bismarck Downtowners, the Mandan Progress Organization, the Bismarck-Mandan Chamber of Commerce, and representatives from Pride of Dakota. You're invited to call in and join the discussion. It's Free for All Friday on Super Talk 1270.
Welcome to Free for All Fridays on Super Talk 1270 with the Downtowners. I'm Dawn Kopp, the Executive Director, and with me to my right is Lady Kate Herzog.
Lady.
Today she's a lady. Oh, thank you for joining us today, this wonderful August day. And it's Friday, so what could be better? August in the summertime. We have a lot of exciting things coming up today, and we're going to have a couple of guests joining us later on in the show. We have Russ Cadlick from Lucky Ducks Deli and Catering, and we also have Chad Foss, who's co-owner of Bombshell Salon, so they'll be coming up a little bit later.
I'm pretty excited about having Russ on because he's going to be doing something interesting in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
So stay tuned. Next
segment, we'll talk to Russ. But if you guys have any questions for us, would like to talk to us a little bit, you can always call in to 663-1270 and get right on air with us. Kate, let's talk about the big thing that happened downtown last week for the Downtowners.
Yeah, we had our third annual Downtowners Art and Wine Walk last Thursday, and we had over 400 people downtown, ticket passport holders that got to travel 24 locations downtown Bismarck, try 24 different kinds of wine, 24 different appetizers, see 24 different musicians and artists. So we had a lot of happy folks downtown last Thursday night.
24 1-ounce samples of wine. Seems like a lot of wine, but they really had to book it and use their feet quite a bit to get from one edge of downtown to the other. It was a great experience. One of my all-time favorite nights of the year in downtown Bismarck.
It's always like the opposite weather that we have for the wine walk that we have for our Rib Fest event. So it was just gorgeous outside. A lot of women just dressed up and came in big groups. It was fun to see downtown come alive. Urban Harvest was going on at the same time. People were outside on the patios. So it always brings a little tear to my eye when everyone's
happy,
loving downtown.
Milling about. It's a great event. I can't wait for next year.
Yeah, we got some really good feedback from all the attendees at the Art and Wine Walk. So we'll probably do it again around this time next year. Late July, early August, but everyone's like, let's do one every time.
Maybe one of these years, Kate will release me and I can join the Art and Wine Walk.
Yeah, that probably not. No. I don't know if you can be trusted amongst all that alcohol, but it was a great time. I want to thank all of our businesses that participated, everybody who came out and supported us. It was just fantastic.
All the artists and musicians that did such a fantastic job doing what they do best.
Yeah, it was great to see local talent and then local people drinking wine, which was great as well. But thanks, everybody, for coming to the Downtowners Art and Wine Walk last week.
And if you think this sounds like a fun thing for you to do, just keep your ears tuned to what we have to say probably next summer again.
Yeah,
yes.
I think it'll be fun.
Oh, and what else is coming up in downtown? So many other things. We have tons of events coming up. Kicking off on this past Tuesday was Bega's annual square foot exhibit. And if you haven't participated in this event yet, it's a really fantastic exhibit. It's what it says is 1 square foot piece of art per artist. And so you can go in, you see tons of different pieces from all kinds of local and regional artists. You can purchase this art. It's just a much different kind of exhibit, but it's really fantastic.
Yeah, you have until August 9th to see the square foot exhibit at Bismarck Art Galleries Association, which is on the corner of 5th and Front, in with Parks and Rec. Nice white warehouse building. But check it out, square foot exhibit. That is a fun thing. You're relegated to a foot. And how the artists use it is very creative and definitely something to check out. A lot of local artists, obviously, at Bismarck Art Galleries Association. Next Thursday is Urban Harvest, week 6.
Final week of Urban Harvest again, of their 10th anniversary. And boy, this summer has flown by. I think so. I wonder if the Urban Harvest organizers think the same, but I can't believe next week is the final week already. So if you haven't gotten out to Urban Harvest, you have only one more shot to do so.
Yeah, they have a great farmers market. They have food vendors, craft vendors, local groups that are out on 4th and Broadway. Again, it happens 6 Thursdays in the summer. And this is the 6th Thursday, so get your bum down there, get some beets,
Listen
have
to
a
some
hot dog.
listen to some great music.
Yeah, they go. A lot of people don't know that they're going through the evenings, and they're going till 8 o'clock, and their stage is packed all day long. So definitely get out for the last Urban Harvest next Thursday, August 14th.
And coming up on August 16th is a really fun event to celebrate our state and to celebrate the milestone that is reaching, which is the 125th anniversary. And there'll be a kickoff of the state's activities on the Capitol grounds on August 16th.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun event. I think I've seen some commercials for the 125th North Dakota Statehood celebration. They're going to have entertainers like Tiger Lily, Chuck Suki, the Burning Hills Singers from Medora, the Blenders, a lot of local talent. Dakota Air is going to be there, Keith Bear, Kevin Locke. It's going to be a great. It starts, it's kind of an all-day festival, actually, but they have entertainment starting at 10:30 in the morning with the North Dakota National Guard 188th Quintet on the main stage starting at 10:30 all the way to the end of the celebration at 8:45 with the Blenders on the main stage. So check it out. They're going to have Pride of Dakota vendors, food vendors, face painting, balloon critters.
Ooh, I love me some balloon critters.
Mm-hmm. So that's Saturday, August 16th from 8 to 10:30 all day long on the Capitol grounds. You can go to history.nd.gov/North Dakota 125 to find the full schedule.
And it's a great way to experience everything that's happening on the Capitol grounds. And then if you need to take a break during the day, you can just scoot on downtown and see what's happening downtown that day too. So you can make it this big day-long event and take in a big swath of the awesome part of Bismarck.
Yeah, don't forget to check out the newly expanded Heritage Center too while you're up on the Capitol grounds for the 125 statehood party. Get your history on. It's going to be fun. But if you haven't been to the Heritage Center expansion, definitely encourage you to go. And
I love it there. I wish I could live there.
Me too. Night at the museum kind of thing.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. There's some efforts in our downtown master plan to connect that awesome new Heritage Center expansion, the Capitol, with the downtown. So we're going to be working with them, I think, more so as partners coming up the next few years to really strengthen that connection. So it's a great outdoor space. Really need to use the Capitol grounds more. All right, we're going to talk about swimsuits and pools
And
coming
high
up.
fives.
Coming up after the break, we'll talk with Russ Cadlick from Lucky Duck's Deli. You're listening to Super Talk 1270 AM.
Your news leader, weeknights at 6 and 10. Super Talk 1270.
And welcome back to Free for All with the Downtowners today. We are going to talk with our first guest, Russ Cadlick, the owner of Lucky Ducks and the pond at Lucky Ducks, is online with us. Hey, Russ, how's it going?
Hey, guys.
Russ sounds busy.
We're catching him at the peak time, so it's almost lunchtime for us, but we're so happy that you could join us for a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we got plenty of time for you.
Russ just opened, if we don't know, Russ bought and opened Lucky Duck's Deli on kind of North 3rd Street in downtown Bismarck. Used to be Mr. Delicious, or as our maybe more mature folks know it as
The Drumstick.
The Drumstick.
I'm the mature one, I guess. Thanks a lot.
And you've recently done an expansion to Lucky Duck's Deli called The Pond. Tell us a little bit about how the reaction's been so far and what the difference kind of is between the two.
Well, you know, we try to keep Lucky Ducks just the same as it is. You know, we still doing our deli there, and then next door we added a full service bar and restaurant. It's got 2 levels, got 3 outdoor patios you can sit on. One of them looks over the live music stage that we do live music on every Thursday and Friday, and the menu is a little expanded next door. We offer a full menu, appetizers, burgers, pastas, everything like that, in addition to the same sandwiches that, you know, that kind of made us who it is from Lucky Ducks. And as well as, tacos, quesadillas, and stuff like that. We got a full bar, full liquor license, and everything like that. So,
Russ, what possessed you? And I'm not upset about this at all.
Thank you.
I love duck meat, but what was really the impetus behind kind of focusing on duck as one of your key ingredients for your restaurant?
Well, it really wasn't a plan behind it. We kind of found the location, and we kind of looked around and trying to see what what we thought Bismarck needed to add to downtown, and kind of came up with the name before we came up with the menu. And after we came up with the menu, we kind of just implemented the duck and just did brief things, just little things right off the bat with some duck tacos and some duck quesadillas, and we do a great duck bacon, and the community just really seemed to like it a lot. So when we did our expansion, we added some like duck stroganoff, and we did some duck burgers and some things like that. So it's just people have really been liking it. So we've just been giving them what they want, really.
We're talking with Russ. He is one of the owners at Lucky Duck's Deli, as well as The Pond at Lucky Duck's, their new expansion and addition. Russ, you mentioned a little bit that you're doing live music. How's the community responded to that, and what are you liking about having that extra area for live music?
I think the community, and just in general, with all the different places downtown, I think the community just loves live music and just loves the expansion and the growth of Bismarck and having new and fun things to do and everything like that. So it's just been great, and having that extra back patio with the stage out back is people's just been loving it. So.
And what have you heard from the local music community in terms of having another venue to play at in downtown Bismarck?
Well, the consensus that I've been hearing is they love it. They got 2 stories of people looking down on them, and we like to take good care of the people when they're here, and a lot of the people have been saying it's their favorite place to play. So
awesome!
Yay!
Good job.
You also have a fireplace back on your stage patio as well.
Yeah, that was just kind of an afterthought. We were actually looking for a piece of furniture for the Lucky Duck side. We were looking for a host stand kind of area, and we just kind of came across it down at Zimmerman's downtown here, and it just matched the building. It just seemed right, so we threw her in there, and it looks great.
I was telling Russ at Lucky Ducks a little bit that the expansion reminds me of kind of an upscale Zorba's. I'm trying to explain it to people, the openness and the obviously your food is top notch, but that's really what it reminds me of. It's kind of lakey, beachy a little bit.
Well, yeah, the whole idea behind the new expansion and the bar and stuff was, everybody was like, "Oh, I can't believe you're going to get rid of this beautiful patio that you have," and everything like that. So, we wanted the extra space, and we wanted to be more versatile, throughout the whole year. So, the whole idea of the new expansion was to give you an inside-outside kind of feel. We got garage doors on both levels that open up to the back patio. Put big, huge, bright windows on all the levels. Everywhere that we could have windows, we put them, and it makes you still kind of feel like you're outside, even though you're inside. And that was kind of the whole plan of it. And everybody that was disappointed we were getting rid of the patio last year has came back and been like, well, we agree with your decision now. So
nice.
You've really been able to create that awesome urban feel as well to your expansion onto Lucky Ducks. And for people that may not know, but the pond is an actual infill project. So Russ and his crew got together and built a new structure. And that's pretty cool. It was a really neat process to see that happen. But so Russ, we've talked to you a little bit about this, the really fantastic event that you're hosting on August 24th, the pool party. So let's talk a little bit about that. What made you think about doing that?
Ryan Ellington, my general manager, and I were out doing some shopping for the store one day, and we happened to walk by some outdoor pools or some above ground pools, and we kind of both stopped at the same time, looked at it, and looked at each other, and we were just like, pool party. So
that sounds like an episode of Saved by the Bell.
We kind of just went with the idea, and what we're going to do now is we're going to pull all the patios off, or all the tables off the patio, and we're going to put an 18 foot above ground pool out there, and throw a pool party. We got a bunch of stuff to give away. We got a bunch of beach balls. We got big lifeguard chairs coming. We'll have lifeguards on hand, and we'll do all kinds of fun games and giveaways. We'll be grilling burgers and hot dogs out on the back patio, and just kind of have some fun, kind of do something different and unique, and that's kind of what people know us for is going outside the box and trying new things and just trying to give the community something else to look forward to.
But no diving off the balcony.
There will be no diving allowed off the balcony.
We're talking with Russ Cadlick. He's the owner at Lucky Ducks Deli and the pond at Lucky Ducks. And he is going to take his whole patio and he's going to put a pool out there. Russ, it mentioned on the Facebook site for Lucky Ducks pool party that you'll be giving away free high fives, which I'm totally coming for. But that there's going to be a swimsuit contest, men's and women's categories. Are there any, criteria that you're looking for?
Just try to keep it a little clean is all we're looking for.
That's what I was getting at.
Fun and different, and unique is
doesn't
what
have to
we're
be all
looking
clean.
for. So,
and August 24th, what day of the week is that, Russ?
that is a Sunday. So we're living up to the Sunday Fun Day. It's actually we chose Sunday because it is going to be a 21 and over event, and we didn't want to have a regular guest that come on a Saturday or a Friday and stuff not be able to come in and enjoy. So we did it on a Sunday because we're not typically open, but that will be the first Sunday that we're open, and starting the 24th of August, we will be open 7 days a week. So
we're talking with Russ, owner at Lucky Ducks, and their awesome pool party that's coming up downtown August 24th. How do people get to be a part of the beer pong contest that you're going to be having, Russ?
Just come in and sign up. We're going to move all the tables that are upstairs as well. We're going to move all those out of the way and set up a bunch of beer pong tables. We're going to do tournaments. We'll have prizes for that. We're going to have bags set up so you can play bags. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun giveaways, and Bud Light girls will be here doing some of the giveaways, and got a bunch of really fun stuff happening that day. So,
hey Russ, do you know who you have playing for that Sunday afternoon? What band's playing?
It's not going to be a band that night.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be we're going to just have a DJ set up on the second story deck, looking over the pool, and
Ooh.
we got some fog machines and stuff for set up at night, and we're trying to get some foam stuff set up for at night too, and we should be having all kinds of fun. So.
Oh, man. Russ, Lucky Ducks Deli, pool party August 24th. That's Sunday, just a couple weeks from now. Ages 21 and up, swimsuit contest, free high fives. I just want to keep mentioning that. But bring your swimsuit, towel, pool toys, all your friends. Have a Lucky Ducks patio area. Also, beer pong contest, which I'm pretty darn good at. So I might have to sign up for that. Russ, just let everybody know how they find you and your website and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, our website is just www.luckyducksdeli.com. The pond website should be up and going hopefully by early next week. And our Facebook page is just Lucky Ducks Deli.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Russ Cadlick, owner at Lucky Ducks Deli, and newly expanded opened The Pond at Lucky Ducks. They're going to be doing their pool party August 24th, so something to look forward to. But if you haven't tried their cheesy tots, which are just
If you haven't
delicious.
tried them, you're crazy.
Homemade cheesy tots. I mean, nothing says Midwest like homemade cheesy tots. But thanks so much, Russ, for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk with another downtown business owner, Chad Foss, Bombshell Salon, celebrating 1 year in downtown Bismarck. You're listening to Super Talk, 1270 AM.
Currently, it's 77.
Get the app called Radio Pup for your iPhone and take us everywhere you go. Bismarck-Mandan's own Super Talk 1270.
Thanks for joining us on Free for All Fridays with the Downtowners. This is our second half of the show. We just talked to Russ Cadlick, owner of Lucky Duck's Deli. And now we're going to talk with Chad Foss of Bombshell Salon. Hey, Chad.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Chad, first question. This is Kate. We were talking with Russ about they're going to have a pool party at Lucky Duck's Deli, and they've bought a pool the size of their patio for a Sunday pool party on August 24th. Are you going, and would you be able to win the swimsuit contest they're going to be having?
I would absolutely not be able to win that swimsuit contest even if I tried.
But you have such great hair, so maybe that will give you some extra points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
No, it
thanks.
sounds like a good time. I know a couple of our girls are going to go and check it out, so they really like that. They really like the concept of the pond in Lucky Ducks.
Great. And Chad, you kind of like Russ, our young, new downtown business owner, and Bombshell Salon, which if people don't know is located in the Gulch Block, which is like the 510, 512, 508 East Main Avenue, new infill building there in downtown Bismarck. You're celebrating your first anniversary at Bombshell today. How's the first year been?
It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, we love our location. We don't have any issues with it. It's fantastic. We've gotten a lot of support, so it's a great location.
And just having been in downtown for a year or so, really, what surprised you the most about owning a downtown business? And I know parking always comes up. What's your experience been with it?
The parking has been a little bit of a struggle, but people, once they park in the ramps and just kind of test it out, they really enjoy it. I know one of the key factors is we validate, so there's no anything really holding them back to even doing it, especially when in the colder winters, people really seem to enjoy it instead of tracking around in that area. And one of the biggest things has been support from other local businesses for us. We've been working with Fiance Prom, Kitson. We get calls all the time to try to group together and do stuff. So the support around the downtown area has been amazing.
Yay!
I heard you also got to do have done some magazine spreads, that kind of thing, with some of your stylists.
Yeah, we do. We are kind of joined with City Magazine, which has been phenomenal. We do all their hair and makeup now. They approached us about it, and we were glad to do it. They, with their new branding and their new magazine that they got coming out, it was a great opportunity, and we're just hitting it head on with that.
We're talking with Chad Foss. He is one of the owners of Bombshell Salon. First year anniversary today in downtown Bismarck. Chad, you own the business with your wife Amanda. How has it been? We have a lot of couples that own businesses in downtown Bismarck, and it seems to work really well. Has it strengthened your relationship, or the other way around?
Absolutely. It does have its up and down, but it's all about communication and make sure that we separate our home life with our business life, and just practice. And over time, it gets better and better. So
we definitely have a lot of couples that have opened downtown Bismarck stores and restaurants. Dale and Melody Zimmerman at the Peacock Alley, Dan and Claudia Mass at that Magic Photo. It's always great to see couples that can translate their dream into owning a downtown Bismarck business. So you've got 1 year under your belt. What do you think you've got coming up for the next year of business in downtown Bismarck at Bombshell?
One thing, we've been just testing the technology. I know we're doing online booking now. One of the things we want to get with the boutique and try to do a fashion show, maybe at the new main convention area there, that new one at
1603.
512. That main event, we're working with like either Fiance or Kitson. We want to do like some kind of fashion show where we can kind of get a little creative with the updos and makeup and just do something fun for something local that we would want to bring. It's kind of one of our goals that we need to work out. But that's kind of one of the future things that we really want to bring to Bismarck.
Very cool.
So since you're celebrating your first anniversary today, do you have big plans for what's happening today or in the upcoming days?
Yeah, we've got we're doing a kind of a new year, new you, and we're doing lots of discounts on services, gift cards. A lot of our products are on sale. We've got a couple new stylists that have joined our team that are offering really good deals. just check our Facebook and our website, and those deals will be on there all through the month of August.
Oh, so it's like a whole month of
Wow.
celebrating your first anniversary.
Yeah.
I wish my birthday lasted a month.
Sometimes I try to make it last a whole month. Mine lasts a whole month.
We're talking with Chad from Bombshell Salon downtown Bismarck, celebrating their first anniversary. Chad, we always talk a little bit about how it's been to find employees and stylists at your business. How have you surmounted that this year?
Honestly, it's been great. Most of our employees love the downtown area as it is, and they want to be a part of it. They're excited as much as anybody else that loves the downtown area. At first, they're a little nervous, but then once they get into the vault, they love being able to, walk out and hit the boutiques or hit the restaurants in the main area. So, people are adapting to it very well. It's been an amazing experience.
Chad, you're not originally from Bismarck, but tell us a little bit about what you see Bismarck coming into, or what you would like to see Bismarck come into that you experienced in your hometown or in like the areas that you grew up.
Yeah, I would say I spent most of my time in Omaha and the Kansas City area. So, what I'm hoping for, and the reason that is, if you guys have ever been to Overland Park, Kansas, or downtown Omaha, I mean, they've really invested in their downtown area, and with the master plan in play, we're really hoping for the best, and I think people are really starting to consider it and move forward with it. So that's where I'm hoping that eventually the downtown will go and people will be on board with it.
Chad, what do you think, just mentioning the downtown master plan, what do you think is probably one of the key elements that we need to accomplish in that plan, key project? I stumped him.
That was a big sigh.
Yeah, that's a big one. Like, I love the idea of the park. I love, it's hard to say. I think to be honest, it's more building space for more businesses, maybe more walking traffic, in that area. I know, 4th and 5th Street and 6th Street even are really good, but I think a good direction, if it was like where there's more space for more buildings, I guess I would say, for more restaurants and stuff to come in. It seems like the downtown area is definitely more restaurant, boutiques, and service, where I'd like to see more entertainment, I guess would be the best way to put it.
You mean like a pool party with a swimsuit contest?
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And Chad's really touched on a couple things as well. Infill is really important to our downtown businesses. It really creates a good kind of critical mass, but having people live downtown is essential, too, to moving our downtown Bismarck community forward. So, Chad, if you could walk to work, would you be happy with that? Like you live and then just walk to work?
Yeah, I would absolutely be a part of that. I love the urban idea of doing something like that, and I think a lot of people would. So, yeah, I think residential space in this community would be definitely a plus for sure.
We're talking with Chad Foss from Bombshell Salon, celebrating their first anniversary today. Chad, tell everybody kind of the spiel about where you're located and how to get to you and your website and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely. We're downtown Bismarck. We're right below the Luft and above Humpback Sally's, in between 5th and 6th Street. You can check us out on Facebook. We're active pretty much every day. And it's just bombshellsalonnd.com is our website. And you can book anytime, any place at your convenience. So we look forward to seeing anybody that wants to come in and have a great experience and a fantastic atmosphere.
Chad, tell us a little bit about some of the special things that you offer at Bombshell, or some of the things you specialize in, whether it be the services or what have you, or products, that kind of thing.
Yeah, one of our biggest things that we definitely stick out is our spray tanning is something new that we, it's been around Bismarck, but we use an organic spray tan,
Nice.
Which only uses 5 ingredients. So it's something that, is very important when you're spraying your whole body with a chemical. You want to make sure it's as natural as possible. We have a makeup artist that airbrushes it on, and she's been doing makeup for over 10 years. So she does a phenomenal job. A spray tan will last 7 to 10 days as long as, you're taking care of it. Another really thing is we have a color formula called Chromatics that is it's pneumonia-free, and it's a very prismatic color line that is very popular with people that try to stay a little more healthy and more in the natural area. Would be another thing that we've specialized into as well. So those would be our two biggest things that I think make us stick out.
And Chad, just like and some of our other awesome downtown services and salons and spas, you do some waxing as well, right?
Yep, we do full body waxing. We have a couple girls that, especially if you're new at it, they make you as comfortable and as at home as possible. We have reviews on our website that people just love. Chelsea and Heidi, they do a phenomenal job from eyebrows all the way down to lower leg. We'll wax it off for you.
Right, and we won't mention the stuff that was in between that, but there's and men as well. So it's not just for women. Men, you can go and get waxes as well. In fact,
correct.
We're probably okay.
We do have specialty services with men as well. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Chad Foss, Bombshell Salon, celebrating their first anniversary in downtown Bismarck. Be sure to check them out. Lots of great deals going on to celebrate the month of their first birthday in downtown Bismarck. 508 East Main Avenue in the Gulch Block. Thanks so much, Chad. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to talk about some downtown buildings. You're listening to Super Talk, 1270 AM.
Currently, it's 77.
Get the traffic and weather information you need anytime on Super Talk 1270 and online at supertalk1270.com.
Thanks for joining us once again. You're with the Downtowners on Free for All Fridays here at Super Talk 1270. Any last minute questions or comments, please give us a call at 663-1270. I'm Dawn, and again to my right is Kate. Oh gosh, what a show it was today. We talked about so many things and so much awesomeness in downtown, starting with Russ Cadlick of Lucky Ducks Deli and Catering, and the Pond at Lucky Ducks, who's having this awesome pool party on August 24th. Getting an 18-foot above-ground pool that will cover up their patio. And there'll be all kinds of fun stuff happening, all kinds of free things, and a beer pong tournament as well. And also a great big thanks to Chad Foss, and a congratulations to Chad and his wife Amanda celebrating their very first anniversary of owning Bombshell Salon, the second story of the Gulch Block at 510 East Main in our very own downtown Bismarck. Congratulations, guys, and wishing you the best in many, many years of the future. So we'd like to thank a few businesses for becoming new members of ours. We have KVB LLC, which is an architecture and visual art studio focused on design first basis. If you have any plans or would like some more contact information, get a hold of Katie B. Bassbinder, the owner of KVB LLC, and you can find her at www.katiebbassbinder.com. Also, Mr. Squeegee Window Cleaning, we'd like to give them a wonderful thank you for keeping all of our glass downtown, or at least in our office, looking super sparkly and clean, and being so awesome at the job that they do. If you are looking for some services, go to MrSqueegeeND.com. MrSqueegeeND.com.
Squeegee Services. Squeegee Service. They do inside cleaning windows too, which is great.
No more cleaning your windows. Yes. And also White Lace Bridal on the corner of 2nd and Broadway in downtown Bismarck. Another long-time business in downtown Bismarck. And we want to say, hey, White Lace, thanks for being a member. You're going to, if you're looking at finding some bridal wear or formal wear, that is one place to check out. Again, you can go to their store at 2nd and Broadway or visit whitelacebridalnd.com.
Lots of new members this month, which is great. We did want to touch on talking a little bit about a new project that might be coming up in downtown Bismarck that we've had some discussion on, and has had some discussion at the beginning stages through the City of Bismarck's Renaissance Zone Authority. We're talking about Grandma's House, which is for the more mature audience, again, the Old Prince Hotel in downtown Bismarck on 3rd Street in between Broadway Avenue and Main Avenue. As of late, it's been called Grandma's House. It's owned by Grandma's House, LLC. There is a gentleman who is trying to purchase the building and has come into the Bismarck City Renaissance Zone Authority for some core technical assistance to see if he can purchase the building and make it into what he's considering market rate studio apartments, which is something we desperately need in downtown Bismarck, is more market rate housing for those who are needing a place to live. What we're really excited about with this project is really a rehabilitation of a very historic building in downtown Bismarck, the Prince Hotel. For those of you who may not know and like good alcohol, this is not one of your drinks, but the very historic drink called the Smith & Curran's was invented at the Blue Blazer Lounge in the Prince Hotel, which is super cool. It'd be like, the birthplace of the screwdriver being in Bismarck. But the Smith & Curran's, Don's giving me a weird look. It is a terrible drink, I think, but some people
it's
like
a sweeter drink, and it has creme de cacao in it. It was created by two oilmen, Smith and Curran, who were at the Blue Blazer Lounge one evening and wanted something to kind of cleanse their palate from the heavier drinks of the day. And so they came up with this sweeter drink. It is more of a after drink or after dinner drink, if you will. And I can't remember everything that's in it, but it's sweeter, it's a little milder, and known all over the country and probably the world now.
Yeah, they had come to the Blue Blazer Lounge in downtown Bismarck in the Prince Hotel one morning after a night of some heavy drinking, and we're looking for actually something to settle their stomach. So it has cream in it, it has creme de cacao, it has soda in it, and it gets fizzy. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, but it's history from downtown Bismarck. We love it, so we're loving to see hopefully this project goes forward with the renovation of the Prince Hotel. And the gentleman who is considering buying it is looking at possibly having that main floor again be not the Blue Blazer Lounge, but kind of a restaurant lounge area again in the what was the hotel lobby at one point. So really looking forward to the project, hoping that they can come to an agreement and really rehabilitate a very historic building in downtown Bismarck. So looking at the Prince Hotel could be a really big upcoming project in downtown Bismarck if all the pieces fall into place. Very excited about that. Also, wanted to give you some information on a couple other projects that are coming on. We've been keeping you up to date with our Free for All Fridays parking ramp. People keep asking us when that parking ramp is going to be open on 6th and Thayer. We're hoping it's going to be open by Street Fair. That's kind of the date they were shooting for, which is September 12th and 13th. We won't hold them to that necessarily. We want them to get it done right and correct and not hurry to get it done by our Street Fair, but probably sometime in September, if they don't make the Street Fair late September, to open the new parking ramp on 6th and Thayer. Also talking about the Bismarck Civic Center expansion. Again, people ask a lot of questions, always about the same two projects. The Bismarck Civic Center expansion was usable, and I'm using air quotes, and I know you can't see it on the radio, but it was usable by May's Petroleum Conference. The finishes were not in. It was kind of just a big shell. So looks like they're going to be done kind of in the November area to have their finishes and all that fun stuff done. So keep your eye on progress for the Bismarck Civic Center expansion. One thing of note is they are starting work on the west parking lot. So they will be replacing some of the parking that they have used for the location of the expansion. So you'll start to see some curb work that's been happening on that west side, connecting that small corner parking lot on Bowen and 5th with another piece of a parking lot there altogether to increase that parking. So they did take some parking away. They're adding some back, so don't sweat it.
And we also want to give a big shout out to Dale and Melody Zimmerman for a great achievement. They were awarded the Chamber of Commerce, Bismarck-Mandan Chamber of Commerce, New Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Dale and Melody have worked so hard to bring Peacock Alley back to life and to restore it, and they've done such a fantastic job of creating this new energy in life, and they were awarded this great honor yesterday. They were unfortunately out of town, but they had some great representatives. Their 3 children were able to accept the award for them. So congratulations, Dale and Melody. Very well deserved, and looking forward to all the wonderfulness that you're going to bring into Peacock Alley in the future.
And those of you who don't know, Dale is the board president of the Downtowners, so he's kind of our boss. But that's not why we say nice things about him. But
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. He does control our raises, yes, in a very direct manner. But yeah, very happy. We also had a few of our other members that had been nominated, Small Business Person of the Year. I know Glance Spa and Salon, Andrea Burst had been nominated. So we're just seeing tremendous talent come out of our downtown Bismarck business community. Kudos to the Chamber for their Celebrate Bismarck-Mandan event, highlighting a lot of local businesses, but really happy to see a lot of our members from downtown Bismarck be highlighted. And like Don said, congratulations to the Peacock Alley for their award. And they also bought the 40. So, I don't know, repeat award? Can you be a new entrepreneur again if you bought another business?
Probably, I'm guessing.
I'll have to check into the rule book.
It'll just take
one.
a few years.
But yes, like we said, I think you go to the Chamber's website and look at all the award winners from Celebrate Bismarck-Mandan. Business of the Year going to Hirsch Floors in Mandan. Again, a great locally owned business. They just had a stellar turnout for Celebrate Bismarck-Mandan. Couldn't be more happy for our members coming up. But if you have any questions, you want to find out more about downtown Bismarck, specifically our street fair, it is coming up September 12th and 13th. I bet we get 6 calls a day from the
When is it?
I know, from the nicest old ladies who want to know when they can get their lefse. But we'll be having the 41st annual Downtowner Street Fair September 12th and 13th in downtown Bismarck, occupying those same blocks. All the fair food that you're looking for, all the German food and Norwegian food and all that kind of fun heritage food, as well as our artists and crafters. We'll have some fun monster mural artist, mural, I guess.
Monster mural is cool because it's a public art project. It's a 20-foot by 6-foot paper mural that anybody, children through adults, can come and paint and decorate. And we hang it up somewhere afterwards.
It is a ton of fun. Kids come. You can eat your Indian taco in peace, and then put your kids to work on painting the mural while you have your own Indian taco. So, really looking forward to the street fair. We've got some great new vendors and just some veteran returning vendors that I think everyone's going to look forward to. So, September 13th and 14th, the 41st annual Downtowner Street Fair.
12th and 13th.
I'm sorry, that was last year's dates. September 12th and 13th, Downtowner Street Fair. We got through it all. Free for All Fridays, Super Talk 1270 AM with the Downtowners. Thanks, Jim, for working our boards this morning. For Don, I am Kate Herzog with the Downtowners. You can find all this information at downtownbismarck.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/downtownbismarck or on Twitter. Our handle is downtownbiznd. We will see you next month. Thanks, everybody, for listening.